This is the whole game about critical theories. All of these social movements that you're seeing, instead of going compared to the real world, they go, imagine your preferred utopia, then identify the gaps between that and the real world, then declare those gaps as oppression, and then demand society must be remade in order to reflect your utopia. So that's why it feels like you're trying to debate delusion, is because you are.
Yes. I think we're in a very dangerous point right now. I'm not being hyperbolic. I'm looking at the things like the Charlie Kirk situation.
I would argue like 20 to 30% of society was happy that that happened.
Yes, which is insane. To your point, we look at information and we don't get emotional about it. I mean, we do once in a while, but the reality is when we actually sit down and discuss these things and try to find answers or try to understand, we understand through the lens of logic, almost like it's math. Here's the equation. Here's the numbers. Well, here's what the answer is. When you look at history that way, it's very obvious, providing you have true history, you understand what's going on. Often you don't see this till it's too late. It's the hindsight thing. But because it has actually become so delusional on the left, it's actually very clear right now. However, then you have to look at sort of the bigger picture here in Canada. Our media is telling most people a different story. They're not even getting all the actual facts. So you talk about math, it's like, well, they're only getting half the equation. And then you kind of look at the education system. 88% of the education system, the teachers are liberal. And it's compromised by these current ideologies that aren't based in logic that we can't argue with because they won't actually operate in this space of reality. Until everybody's willing to look at the entire equation, I'm not sure how we solve this problem.